This is Culture, Communication, and Brand Moments with Shelby Joe Long, the show that takes you around the world to share interviews with some of the most successful and relevant people on the planet, hear their stories, and get the most important business lessons they have learned on their road to success, and get exclusive advice on how to implement their success into your life and business. Culture, Communication, and Brand Moments is brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board and your host, Shelby Joe Long.
Hey, are you looking to scale your business from 5 figures to 6 figures or 6 figures to 7 figures? If you are, I have the perfect thing for you. What I want you to do today is I want you to go download a book. This book is going to take you through my 3-pillar system. It's 100% free. All you have to do is go to growfast.cash. I say again, go to growfast.cash and you're going to be able to download my free international best-selling book, which is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. You can take that book. It's going to help you scale your business to the next level. Again, go download it. Be good, be brief, be gone. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. Enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to the introduction of the Cadence Speakers Academy. Now, you may be saying, what is the Cadence Speakers Academy? Well, it's the brainchild of Shelby Joe and I, and we've been working on it for a while, and we've talked about it actually for years, because the truth of it is everybody has a story. Everybody could be a speaker, and a lot of people could be a speaker as a profession. And so we're like, what is keeping people from actually getting out there on stage and actually doing it? And we're like, it's a little bit of coaching, a little bit of marketing, a little bit of branding. And so the name Cadence came up because I was like, it's almost like you have to have a good rhythm to get going in the speaker's business. And Shelby and I both do speaking professionally. And so we find out that even in our own businesses, our own speaker businesses, we need a little bit of push. We need a little bit of polish. And so we put together what we call the Cadence Speakers Academy. And we're really excited about it because it's a chance. If you've ever wanted to be a speaker, we want you to be a speaker too. We know that there are a lot of opportunities out there, a lot of speaking conferences that you can go to. Almost every single industry has the need for somebody to come and speak about it. So we're trying to become sort of the matchmaker to that, but also make sure you have all the assets that you need to be a successful speaker. So I wanted to talk today with Shelby and just what your thoughts on this are, because you come from the communications background. You've been a professor in that, and I'm sure you see people all the time that you're like, God, they'd be a great speaker if they would just, put together a reel or get a brand or do a video. And so tell us where you came, how you came to want to do this.
Yeah, and I'm Shelby Long, and this is a really exciting venture for me in a few different capacities. My whole professional life has been about professional speaking. I've been a professor at a college for the past 23 years as a speaking coach and instructor, and in the communication studies department. It goes clear back to me being a professional speaker trained in college when I was on the Carroll College debate team. And professional speaking is what we did. We traveled around the country and competed and spoke. And then I started coaching it in college, and I traveled around the world to different places to be able to see the different speaking opportunities and to understand the power of communication and the power of being in the same room and having those conversations. And as a communication professor over the past 18 years, I've also discovered what an extreme power that communication has when you get involved in business. And as I have taken my own entrepreneurial venture in the past 5 years to be able to transform my expertise in communication into a business, this Cadence Speaker Academy is really something that's at the pinnacle of that, because it combines those two things: communication and the power for you to tell your own story, and the power for you to own your own story, and how important that is to your audience and letting your audience know who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. that's important too, but then put a business to that. And that's where your brand comes in. That's where your audience legacy comes in. That's where the legacy of your business starts to be built, is around your story and the impact that you want to make. So in my own ventures, being involved with a few national organizations, just understanding the power of communicating and the power of being able to tell your own story and integrating that into your business strategy is huge. The other piece that I think is really important for business owners to think about too is that speaking it doesn't have to be your whole business, but it can be a really nice revenue stream to add to your business. And it's also a way that you can generate more leads for your primary business, and for you to develop that speaking atmosphere that you will be the go-to person, an expert in your community, to be able to do that. And I think some business owners don't think about that as a lead generation strategy or a business strategy, but it really is a key piece of strategy to be able to develop your influence and to develop your position in the community and create that content to be able to bring people into your overall mission. So that's why I'm really excited about this collaboration with Melanie, because we have the resources to be able to not only train and provide a space for you to hone your skills in communication, the academy piece of it, where you can write your keynote, get some feedback, practice speaking in front of others, and we can provide that academy space where you can really start to reduce your anxiety and get your message clear, but where we can tie that into not only your own business, but where we have the ability and the resources to be able to match what you have to offer to the businesses that are looking for that.
Well, and I've spent so many years in corporate America, and I've done a million presentations, a million PowerPoints. I've written them for myself. I've written them for other people. And every time somebody delivers it, it's like they're telling a little story about that. And if you just add a few little special things or a few little tweaks to everybody's speech, it just makes it that much better. Because sometimes I think we forget that when we're speaking to someone, we're really solving a problem for them. We're bringing information to them that they need. It isn't really about us or our story. It's about using our story to weave through for a solution for someone else. And that's amazing. But the one thing that you and I noticed, and the reason that this has come to be, is people want to be speakers, but they don't know how to work on it. And really, that's the discussion behind the word cadence, is you have to work on it a little bit at a time and keep growing it and keep getting yourself to the next level. And that's the important part. It's like you don't have to just leave your job and start tomorrow. But if you just did a little bit of it, you could be a speaker as well as being the CEO of the bank, or you could be a speaker as well as being a construction worker, because every single occupation has value if you're able to speak about it.
Looking to grow your business beyond 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures plus? What I want you to do is go download this book. The title is called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. It will help you grow your business past 5, 6, and 7 figure. Go download the book today. Growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and download the book for absolutely free.
Absolutely. And that's why the whole academy was created, is so we can provide that opportunity for that, and how we can provide something that is not a huge commitment, but it's also a really nice addition to what you have. So the whole structure of what we're providing, and I'll just talk about the offer quickly. We have a couple of different levels, but at the base level, there's this community that we'll have that you can ask for feedback. You can come to our bi-weekly webinars and talk about these things. You have access to a resource library from not only what Melanie and I provide, but the communities that we have that have additional information that can be all a part of finding these speaking opportunities. There's many opportunities out there, and we hope to expand the network beyond we have billings, but there's also opportunities outside of billings. So we're hoping to provide that. And with that basic membership, the $200 a month membership, you'll be able to access all of those things in addition to being able to be exposed to those speaking opportunities where you can explore that and create that contract yourself. The second level is similar, includes all the same things in the first level. It's just a little bit more focused on the actual match that's made. And we help with the contracts and we help you get your speaking reels together. We help get your assets together in a way that you are able to connect with another company or a conference and be able to fulfill that speaking duty. So we help you go through those conversations, because when you get to the point where you're creating contracts and being paid for speaking, there's a lot of background knowledge to know about that. And we have access to all of those materials and access to the community to be able to help out with that. And then there's the top level where you don't have any time, but we'll just find the gigs for you. So that's what the whole idea is about. But we are building a community of speakers that want to take their business and want to take their message to another level. And we have an access to a large business network to be able to make that happen.
Yeah, and so the way that we're going to unveil this is we're going to start with some small events in our own community. We're calling it Whiskey, Wine, and Networking. That's our thing. And basically, we just know that sometimes you got to have a little liquid courage to get yourself ready to go. And we want it to be fun. We want it to be easy, and we want it to be interactive. And so we will be doing fun exercises, like maybe it's, everybody always says, oh, I got to have an elevator speech. Well, even an elevator speech freaks some people out. So, let's start there. Let's start small. But also, I love what Shelby just described is you can come into the Cadence Speakers Academy anywhere you want. If you're just like wanting a little side hustle, or if you want to make it your entire career, there is space for you there. And you can come and join us and have some fun, learn some new things. And hopefully we get you ready to go on the big stage. And that's the other thing I think we have really worked on, is making sure that we not only help you get to be a speaker, but somebody that has to connect you to the opportunity to speak. And you have to learn where the paid speaking gigs are, and where maybe you just want to do it for free, or maybe it's just a trade show or a conference that you want to go to. So there's a lot of different opportunities for speaking, and you can come into that business anywhere you want.
Right. And it's useful for anybody. And this wine, whiskey, and networking group that we're going to start here on September 18th, and we'll get information about that. But the whole idea of putting that community together is that you're surrounded by people that are all interested in doing the same thing, which is elevating their business, telling their story, making that story a part of who they are and how they're known, and refining those things so they can get those bigger speaking gigs and to have that. So that's all a part of the process of it. But we know that there's a community here, just a local community, to be able to make that happen. And we know that we want a little bit more for our business. And so that's why this monthly networking group is an opportunity to be able to connect with other people, but then also be exposed to these different ideas and be exposed to these different communities like Achieve and the Strategic Advisor Board and She Talks, that can help you expand your business and your message outside of the Billings community. So September 18th is the first one.
Yes, it's going to be really fun. And keep in mind, in January, we're going to do a boot camp. So you'll be able to get everything ready in one time. But let's start with the wine, whiskey, and networking, and get you ready to have your own speaking business.
Sounds great. We will see you on September 18th.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best, and grow, scale, and win.
Thanks for listening to Culture, Communication, and Brand Moments with your host, Shelby Jo Long. Please leave your feedback and visit strategicadvisorboard.com to get the latest and greatest business advisement on the planet. Follow us on social media for updates, and we will see you on the next episode.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God. It's beautiful.